So you almost got out of your loan.
I did.
Holy crap. Alright, so that just happened. I don't know if you all can see this or not. But that out there is a huge dry rotted tree right next to the camper. It just fell down. Like that was probably 4 feet away from the back end of Debbie's camper today. Just about taking out the whole damn thing. That's insane to me. You were mere feet away from losing the whole camper.
I was.
That's exciting though.
It is.
Well, I'm grateful it didn't hit. It sounded like some shit hit.
I'm about 25% grateful.
Just because you went out of that loan.
I'd go with smaller.
Yeah. But yeah, like, not only did we not get hit, but it appears that, like, all the animals survived. The only thing that didn't make it is the old chicken run out here. It got hit pretty hard there in the front. I think it's just about donezo. Alright.
Stay here, guys.
Alright. Hey. Look at this craziness. Now this thing clearly has been dry rotting for quite some time. But there's the tree. And here's the back end of the bumper of the camper. And we did hear like some of these like random things bounce off of it. We're not really sure if it was up there on the roof or on the slide. But the roof membrane is perfectly intact, so it didn't tear that up at all. But that's how close it is. Bumper, tree, and you can see how big this thing is. It's insane. Right there's the camper. Just that small amount of space, and your entire investment is gone. Yeah, it was that close. That's insane. There was only one way for it to fall in this direction, that it wasn't going to tear up the camper or a bunch of other stuff. Mm-hmm. And that was the only way it fell.
Well, duh.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it could have went back there in the back and missed everything. But for it to fall this way and miss everything else,
must have been fate.
It was. See, she don't believe in that kind of stuff. I totally do.
It fell because it fell, and it fell where it fell because that's the way it rotted.
You suck. So you almost got out of your loan.
I did.
What would you have gotten if you hadn't gotten out of your loan?
I would have gotten a smaller, used, drivable.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we've actually found one on Facebook Marketplace. It was like an older, I would say
tack
like
bus.
Early 2000s or something. Like
everybody knows what a tack bus is. Personal
transportation bus. Around here they call it Transit Authority of Central Kentucky. Yeah. So yeah, they had converted an old tack bus into basically like an RV. And they only wanted $5,000 for it. But instead, you're locked into your loan. I can't even imagine what it would have felt like in here though if that tree had hit.
The whole camper would have fell over.
I know, but like there would have just been so much damage. You would have literally
We would have been laying on my slide out.
Oh yeah.
Because we were both in here working.
Yeah, like it would have been catastrophic. That would have been catastrophic type damage.
Taken out my bunk.
Mm-hmm.
Probably part of my bathroom.
Yep.
Well, my whole slide would have been damaged.
Those
axles would have been messed up.
Those jacks would have come up through the floor. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean the insurance would have they would have come out here and they would have completely totaled that thing. I mean they wouldn't even have thought anything about it. They would have walked right out here, looked at it, and go, "Yep, that's a total loss." So that is one of the biggest lessons I think that most people, when they decided they're going to move into some type of like vehicle or to some type of depreciating asset, I don't think that they ever think about that, and that is accidents. Whether that be like tire blowouts, falling limbs and trees, high winds out there on the road, pushing you from one side to the other, accidental fires and all that kind of stuff. As a matter of fact, I was just on Facebook earlier today, and there was a guy who had been driving down the road. I think he was a full-timer, and he saw this guy who had been driving down the highway. He had a blowout, and that blowout hit something. I think it was like either a bighorn fifth wheel or something to that effect. It started to catch fire, and within 15 minutes, that entire camper was completely gone. Like it burned to the ground right there on the side of the road. So the guy that had stopped to help him and helped him move his truck away from the fifth wheel gave him $300 and wished him best, because that guy's entire life was in that camper. Like, that was his house. I mean, your whole life is just gone. And when you're moving from place to place all the time, there's literally nothing to help prepare you for having your entire life destroyed and taken away from you. So
put on your big girl panties and move on.
I reckon. So that was one thing that I was always fairly concerned about, is like one of the things that I didn't want was to get something that was really, really tall, like a fifth wheel. Because you hear about big rig semi-truck trailers being blown over all the time during high winds. One of the other things was fires, you know. If you're in one of those Luan and glue boxes, that glue is extremely flammable. That Luan burns up really, really easy.
Sit down. There you go.
And there's literally nothing you can do about it. Once that stuff begins to catch on fire, just about everything in these campers is flammable. So you really have to keep an eye out and mind your P's and Q's to avoid all that stuff. Ain't that right, Moose Burger?
Yeah, my booba. Oh, good boy.
No! Man, that's the biggest tongue I've ever seen in my life. That dog is a piece of crap.
But he's my piece of crap.
It's a big old moose baby.
Yeah. He's my baby. My bow wow.
It's a big old moose baby.
Yeah.
Oh, don't be jealous. Oh, we got a jealous. Are you jealous of that big dog getting love?
Come here, Duncan. Come here, Duncan. Come here. Oh my goodness, you're a Duncan. What are you?
Give that Debbie a kiss.
No, we don't do kisses.
At any rate, so this was just basically a cautionary tale video of just how quickly your entire life can be upheaved in just a matter of minutes. One small wind and an old tree starts to blow down, and now you are completely out of a house. That means a lot of insurance paperwork and waiting for the adjusters to figure out what it's worth. And and then you got to start all over again. So
that's right, fresh start.
At any rate, thanks again so much for watching yet another riveting, absolutely riveting episode here on the Avion Awesome channel. And that close call in Deb's camper. And we'll see you guys again on the next one. Peace.